Hello friends, good morning. Welcome back to Relief Tutorials. In this session, we are going to understand how we can represent irrational numbers on the number line. Irrational numbers like root 2, root 3, root 4, root 5. Actually, root 4 means 2 is not irrational, it is rational. Root 6, root 7, root 8 on the number line. See, what is the logic and what is the concept behind this is actually about the Pythagoras theorem. As we know, in the right angle triangle, consider this is right angle triangle and the measurement of these two sides forming a right angle if 1. Let us say the measurement of this side is 1 and this side is also 1. Let us say the triangle is ABC. So according to Pythagoras formula, hypotenuse AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square, and therefore AC square is equals to, now AB square means 1 square is 1 plus BC square is again 1 square is 1, and therefore AC square is equals to 1 plus 1 2, but AC square is 2, so we have to take root to both the side to get the answer of AC. So AC should be root 2. AC is equals to root 2. So if you see on your scale, you cannot find root 2 anywhere, not in the centimeters, not in the inches, even on the larger scale, you cannot find root 2 meters or anything like that. So how can you get root 2? So for that, this is the right angle triangle. If you draw the right angle triangle of measurement 1 inch here, this is 1 inch. I am taking inch for the large perspective. If I say perfectly forming a right angle, this is also 1 inch. Okay, so this is the right angle. So if this is 1, here is also 1, then what should be the length of its hypotenuse? So I think the length of its hypotenuse is root 2. So if you take the help of rounder, this is length root 2. So this length is root 2. Is that clear? Now further, if I say, let us say this is triangle PQR, forget this. If I say the measurement of this length is 1, okay, and this QR is root 2, then what should be the length of this PR? If one side forming a right angle having 1 measurement and second having root 2, then what should be PR? Then according to again Pythagoras theorem, PR square is equals to PQ square plus QR square. Therefore PR square is equals to PQ square. PQ square is 1 square, 1 square is 1 plus QR square is root 2 square, and root 2 square is 2. So PR square is 1 plus root 2 square is 2. So therefore PR square is 1 plus 2, 3. So what should be PR? PR should be root 3. So this length PR, this, if this length is 1, if this QR length is root 2, then PR length would be root 3. So the pair Pythagoras triplet is like this: 1 1 1, 1 1 root 2. If two sides forming right angle is 1 1, then the hypotenuse will be root 2. I am writing the hypotenuse in the last column. If I say 1 root 2, if the sides forming right angle is 1 and root 2, then the hypotenuse would be root 3. In the same manner, if it is 1 and root 3, if sides forming right angles are 1 and root 3, then the answer will be root 4. Okay, so the next figure would be 1 root 4 root 5, 1 root 5 root 6, 1 root 6 root 7, 1 root 7 root 8, and lastly 1 root 8 will be root 9. Root 9 means 3. So what you do to represent them on the number line, first you draw the number line. Look at here. Okay, consider here is 0. Then you take the measurement in terms of inches, not in centimeters. So let us say this is 1, 2 and 3. So this is 0, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so this length from 0 to 1 is 1. Now if I draw, look at here, if I draw exactly perpendicular line of measurement 1 each again. So if I say this is 1 each, look at this, 1 each I have taken. So measurement of this one is 1 already, 0 to 1 means 1, and measurement of this length is also 1. And if I join the hypotenuse, then what would be its length? So as per this concept, or as per the triplet, 1, 1, root 2. So this is 1, this is 1. So the length of this would be root 2. You can take the help of rounder. This length is root 2. Look at this. Can you see? Yes, this length is root 2, but we want this length on the number line. So you take the arc on the number line like this. Okay. So here slightly, this point represents root 2. Be precious. Here two lines can be seen, but actually the last one is real one. I'm not rubbing this. You take care it by yourself. This is root 2. So look at this. This length is 1, but from 0 to this length is root 2. This point is root 2. Now if I draw again one perpendicular line exactly of 1 each, please be careful. This is again 1 each. Okay, so this length from 0 to root 2, this length is root 2 already. This is 1, this is 1 already. Now if you join the hypotenuse, what would be its length? Look at this right angle. Let me give some name. If I say this point is A, here is B, here is C, here is D, and we will say this is E. So point E represents root 2. So AE length is root 2 and DE length is 1. So root 2 and 1, and the hypotenuse would have the length root 3. So this length AD is root 3. Use the rounder. This length is root 3, but we want this number on the number line, so you take the arc like this. So this point represents root 3. Now where is root 4? So obviously 2 represents root 4. Now if you want to represent root 5, then what? Then according to the triplet, if you want root 5 on the number line, first you should have root 4. So root 4 is already present. So from root 4 means 2, you draw one perpendicular line of length 1. So root 4, this is 1. So the hypotenuse will be root 5. So if you join these, this length would be root 5. Using rounder, you can take this point on the number line. This length is root 5. This length is root 5. Look at this. Okay. So if you take this point on the number line here like this, so this point is root 5. Now if you want root 6 on the number line, you should have root 5 and you have root 5. So you draw one more perpendicular line here which represents having the length 1. So this is the joining hypotenuse. This length is root 5. This length is 1. So if the triplet is having root 5 and 1, so the hypotenuse would be root 6. So root 6 is the length here. So you can take this point on the number line. This is root 6 here. This point is root 6. If you go further, one more 1 inch line here from root 6. So from root 6 it will give you root 7. Join this. So this length is root 7. So from 0 to this one, this is root 7. Now from root 7, if you draw a perpendicular line here of 1 inch, then this length is root 8. So this hypotenuse length is root 8. Here. And where is root 9? 3 itself is root 9. So this is root 8. Okay, this way. If the question is asked in your exam that represent root 3 on the number line, only root 3. So as per the logic, if you want root 3 on the number line, you should have the pair 1 and root 2. So for that, first of all, you have to plot root 2. So if root 3 is to be represented, first of all, you should draw root 2 and then you go for root 3. Means cycle wise. First you draw 1 each line. So this represents root 2. So root 2 is represented here on the number line. Then you draw a perpendicular line. Then this hypotenuse represents root 3. Now if someone asks you represent root 5 on the number line, so if you want root 5, we should have the pair 1 and root 4. To represent root 5, we should have two lengths, 1 and root 4. Root 4 means 2 and that is already there. So 2 can be easily represented on the number line. So there is no need to represent root 2, root 3. Okay, if you want to represent root 5, if the question is to represent only root 5, you just draw a one perpendicular line from 2. Okay, so this length is 2, this length is 1. So this hypotenuse represent root 5 and that will be on the number. Yeah, root 6, root 7 and root 8 and root 5. These are the four irrational numbers that can be only represented in the order. If the question is that you represent root 7 on the number line, then first of all you start from root 5 then you draw root 6, and then only you can get root 7. In the same way, you can get root 8. Is that clear? So, be practicing. Best of luck.